Then what are the questions? What are the practice questions which you can prepare yourself for? You just applied to the previous master's programs in Finland and you have been invited for an interview. Congratulations. I'm really, really happy for you. For those of you who took the action in applying to programs in Finland, and now you have been invited to an interview, this is a congratulation message for you. However, it doesn't mean you have been admitted, but you have moved from one level to another level. In this video, I want to quickly guide you on how to prepare for an interview. I have prepared a couple of students for interviews to study in Finland. I guided them, I put them through on what to say, how to say it, what are the points they should put together and all like that. And they scaled through that process. So if you're invited for an interview, congratulations. I'm also offering you the chance to reach out to me if you want a guide on how to prepare, or you want me to organize a mock practice with you where we're going to have a session about 25 to 30 minutes together, and I will give you some feedback on how you prepare. So you can reach out to me and then we can practice together. So the first thing is that you need to prepare for the interview. So before the interview date, you need to prepare your internet, prepare your phone or maybe your laptop you want to use to practice or to take the call. You need to know what particular channel they would be calling you with. Is it Teams? Is it Microsoft Teams? Or is it Zoom? So you need to confirm so that you can prepare those channels. You can maybe download the app on your laptop and on your phone and get a good internet. So you get a hotspot and then you connect to your laptop. You can practice and see if everything is okay before the interview date. Also, another thing you should prepare before your interview date is to read about the program on the university website. Read about what students are saying, read about what the university has written about the study guides and all about the university. So try to read and understand the program you want to be interviewed for. That is number 2. So after that, then you are getting ready to take the interview. So on the interview date, you need to be sure of what time you will be taking the interview. And you need to consider that in Finland, the time in Finland is quite different might be different from the time in your country. For example, if you are coming from Nigeria and Finland is 2 o'clock, it could be 1 p.m. in Nigeria. So you need to confirm at exact what time will that time given to you on the email. You need to confirm it, and then you check what time it's going to be in your country. It's very, very important, because if you miss that chance, then you might not be given another chance to take the interview again. Also, try to prepare a place for yourself. Avoid noisy environments, avoid busy places, avoid children crying in the background. Avoid noise totally for at least 1 hour you need for that interview. So if you can look for a place, you just move to one place and do your interview and be sure that you did it excellently well. Then what are the questions? What are the practice questions which you can prepare yourself for? I have some couple of questions here which I would tell you to at least prepare for. If you prepare for these questions, if you prepare well for these questions, then you won't have problem at the interview. So the first question is that they would ask you, can we meet you? Can you introduce yourself? So you introduce yourself and then you tell them what you do. You tell them about your studies, and then you tell them about what you are currently doing. Are you currently working in one place, or you're teaching in a school, or what are you currently doing, and what's your who are you generally? So you talk about your academic experience and your professional background, in just few sentences. Don't talk too much. Then number two is that they would ask you about your academic background, your research background, and your professional background. So academic background is like what you studied in your bachelor's or what you studied previously. So you need to explain to them what you studied, what you graduated with, your best courses that you did. You need to show that motivation because the interview is to prepare you for motivation and also your communication skills. So they want to know exactly if you can speak clearly well and also you have the motivation for that program. No one is forcing you to take the program. Then they want to know about your research experience as well. So your research experience is also very important. So when they say research experience, it's not necessary that you must have you must have published papers or you must have published any research work. Okay, so what, for example, in your bachelor's, maybe you did some projects, your bachelor's thesis project. What was your experience carrying out that research? Talk about the title of the research. Talk about the research, how you collected your data, how you did the analysis. Or maybe if you've worked with some professors in your university, you can also put that into your research experience. Have you attended any conferences? You need to put that also in your research experience. Okay, that is number two. Then your professional experience. Your professional experience looks around the job you're doing or the work you're currently doing. Are you working as a teacher or are you working as a banker in a bank? So you need to show your professional experience, which has to be in line with your academic and also your programs you want to apply for. Okay, so this would help them to understand that you are on track. So sometimes the program you're applying for might be a little bit different from your professional background, but if you can link up your professional background with the program you're applying for, then there is no problem. So the important thing is that they want to understand that you have this professional experience. Then they could ask you, why did you choose their university? So this goes back to the first information I gave at the beginning of this video, that you should research about the university. If you are applying to my own university, University of Turku, you need to understand, okay, where is the university? How does it look like? What have been the testimonies given by students? Why did you choose the university? Why did you choose the program is another question. So if you're applying to any programs in that university, which you were invited for, which is that same program, then you need to research about the program. Then being able to understand the academic aspect of your program is very, very important. So what are the courses you want to take? What are the research basis work that you want to do during that program? So you need to research and do your own assignments towards answering that question. Another question which you might likely be asked is that what would be your likely challenges in Finland? So if you come to Finland, if you come to this particular university, what would be your likely challenges? Answer the question well, like, okay, tell them, oh, my likely challenges could be maybe your language, the language barrier, or maybe the weather condition, maybe the distance from home. These are likely challenges, and you should be able to tell them that, oh, despite these challenges, you are ready to overcome them by doing some of these things, by participating in group works, participating in clubs. There are student union clubs in the university, which if you participate in those clubs, then you feel more like you are at home. There are communities, like if you are from this country, you would find, for example, if you are from India, you find groups meant for India. If you're from Nigeria, you find groups that are Nigerian. If you're a Muslim, there are mosques. If you're a Christian, there are churches and also like that. So you could get connected to whatever you want to be connected to easily. And then you also mention this while you are expressing how you are likely to overcome these challenges. Then another question which you are likely to be asked is that why should we give you this scholarship? Why should you be offered this scholarship? You need to answer this question academically and professionally. So you should talk about your excellence in previous works. What have you been doing in the past? And how you need to continue in that area and why it is important in the area of study which you're currently doing. So, for example, if you want to, you need a scholarship, right? Yeah, you need a full scholarship, because when you get a full scholarship, it allows you to focus on your studies. It allows you to study actively, and then it helps you to be focused on your studies. Okay, so these are reasons why you would say that, okay, they should offer you a scholarship. And also try to link it with your experience, because for them to give you a scholarship, it either means you are academically excellent or you are professionally sound. So you need to link it to any of these two things. Then the next is that they could ask you about your research plan. What is your research plan? You know, one thing about Oyinbo is that they always have plans for whatever they want to do. So they expect that, okay, you want to come to Finland to study from Nigeria, you want to come to Finland, then you should know exactly what area of research you want to do. So your research plan is also very important to them. Try to look at your research plan, then compare it with what the university professors have been doing, or what the university generally, what they've been doing. They could also ask you, what are your expectations? What are your expectations for this program? What do you expect to learn? What do you expect to gain? What do you expect to have at the end of the program? So this goes back to you understanding the program, then showing your motivation for that program, and also like expressing your interest, your full interest in that program. So then you link it to, oh, what do you expect to have learned? So your motivation, your interest would help you to answer this question correctly. So these are questions which you're likely to expect or to see on the interview day. I'm very sure if you prepare for these questions I just showed to you, you can excellently do well in the interview. I would also be happy, I would be glad to offer you a free interview sessions where we can have a trial together, and then I give you some feedback. It won't last more than 30 minutes due to my own timing as well. So if you're interested in that, you can reach out to me through the number on the screen, and then we can schedule a time together on how to prepare for that interview. Thank you so much for checking this video. Thank you, and I wish you the very best in your interview, in your application. By the time you get admitted, let me know. Let's connect together, and by the special grace of God, this year you would be in Finland. You'll be studying that program which you have selected. There is also mentorship for other programs, other countries. For those that are just joining this channel, you can join our mentorship programs. You can also check our website, www.studymentoracademy.com. You can reach out to us at info@studymentoracademy.com. So these are ways of communicating, or you reach out to my number as you can see on the screen. Then if you have any question as regard the interview questions, put it in the comments, like this video and share. Thank you so much, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.